Jack with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI based on EPA estimate of MY20 full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night. Thursday is steak night. Fridays are dinner specials. Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern. Live from the Neon Moon in Martinsburg, it's time for Monday Night Mayhem on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full
Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Heffley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Heffley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountain New Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
How cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night, Thursday is steak night, Fridays are dinner specials, Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern. Live from the Neon Moon in Martinsburg, it's time for Monday Night Mayhem on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Welcome to the Neon Moon Tavern at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg for Monday Night Mayhem on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis as we get ready for tonight's Monday Night Football matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About 2 hours away. Apologize, had some technical difficulties earlier, so a little bit behind schedule right now, but let's get right into it then and get a Week 13 recap in the NFL, starting off with the Washington Commanders and the New York Football Giants tying this week, Spencer, 20-20.
Well, they didn't win. Nobody
very
won.
Weird game.
It was very weird.
It was such a weird game, but McLaurin dominated. Dotson finally came back. Almost 300 passing yards for Taylor Heineke. No interceptions this week. Two touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes and a pick, or a touchdown pass and a pick.
But it's a tie, and because of that tie, now Washington finds itself back in 8th place in the NFC because of the Seahawks getting a win, so they're half a game ahead of Washington now, which means if the season would have ended this week, Washington would not be in the playoffs. Seattle would be in the playoffs over the Commanders.
But the NFL season does not end this week.
It does not end this week.
You don't have to worry about that.
So Washington now on a bye. Get some time, rest up. We were just notified earlier today that the next game, which also is against the New York Giants, this time at home, has been slated for Sunday Night Football in 2 weeks' time on December 18th.
Which is crazy because I feel like you're rewarding a tie with Sunday Night Football, which is crazy.
It's still two playoff teams, though. These are two teams with
it will be a
records.
fun battle, and I think of all the games that could be flexed that day, because there were some set for Saturday games. Saturday games were set because that's the second week or the week before Christmas. They can also have Saturday games with the way the television rights deals work with college football. You obviously NFL Sundays and Thursday nights and Sunday nights, Monday nights, whatever. But I think this was the best game they could have chosen of all the games, that because not a lot of the other games matter. This matters in a divisional race for the
in a division in which all 4 teams could end up making the playoffs.
Yeah, just looking at the stats, though, it definitely feels more of a loss than a win, even though it was a tie, because you run it down, you had, I'm trying to do the quick math here, 17 more plays than the Giants. 411 yards compared to 316, so almost 100 yards more than the Giants. Passing yards, you dominated 246 to 182. Rushing yards, you won the battle as well on the ground, 165 to 134. But penalties really killed Washington. You had dominated time of possession, but you only were able to come out with 20 points.
Yeah, that was big.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
What happened to this team?
Washington. What happened?
They didn't lose.
I had to do that.
You and your social media memes.
Well, you don't have TikTok, so
I don't have
understand.
TikTok. I do understand, though, because you've showed it to me, and that's the new craze with everybody has to say, what happened? How'd you lose? That's what it sounds
Hopefully we can clip that. I want to have that clip of Colin saying, wah, forever. But, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's a tie. I think the NFL should eliminate ties. I think we should go to college football overtime rules. It's not entertaining, and obviously the Giants lost at the end of the game because of a Graham Gano missed field goal. But the game in overtime should come down to like college football does. It might take a while, but I love the way that it comes down to.
Yeah, football should not end in a tie. That's a soccer thing.
It is a soccer thing, and kind of what college football does is essentially like, in a way, the NHL regular season shootouts.
Yes, and that's how it should be.
Yeah. But it's not, but the NFL should change that.
All right, let's now switch over, talk about the Baltimore Ravens, who were able this week to finally get a win, but it was another close win, and it was Tyler Huntley leading them to that win because Lamar Jackson went out with a knee injury during the game. Ravens got a 10-9 win over the Broncos, stay tied for first in the division now at 8-4.
Jackson will not be back this weekend, by the way. You have it written on our notes that he could be.
That's what Harbaugh said.
I believe Harbaugh said he's 10% chance he goes.
Okay, well, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't. So, but after the game, that's what he said.
Yeah, after the game. This was today.
Okay, so things do change, but a win's a win. Huntley looked impressive in that last drive to lead them to that win. But the Ravens, are you feeling confident now? Can Huntley
We talked about this.
keep
They're
you competitive
pretenders. We've
in
talked
the
for
division?
the last 3 weeks now that they are pretenders, and I think Lamar Jackson going out really proves that they're pretenders. And, they're going to make the playoffs, obviously, unless they lose their next 5 games. And they go 8-9, which, I guess technically is a possibility, but I think they're going to beat the Steelers next week, so they're at least going to have 9 wins. And then
I don't know if they beat the Steelers. Steelers right now are finally on a win streak.
Look, they won a game to the Falcons. Everybody beats the Falcons.
They're on a win streak now. The first time winning back-to-back games all season long. Getting that 19-16 win.
Is a streak 2 games or is it
over the Falcons?
Back-to-back?
They won back-to-back games. They haven't done that all year.
Well, who'd they beat them? Who'd they win last week against?
They beat who was it last week? Let me double check. Hold on. I had it in front of me. Well, you're asking dumb questions, Spencer.
I'm not asking
Quit asking dumb questions.
I'm not asking dumb questions.
They beat the Colts, remember?
Yeah, the Colts are not
it was Monday Night Football, the game that we had, and you
Colts.
forgot it.
Everybody
and then
beats
pinned
the
it
Colts.
on me.
Everybody beats the Colts. A lot of people beat the Falcons. They're probably going to beat the Steelers. The Panthers, the Steelers will probably beat the Panthers, but the Steelers will probably get beat by the Ravens. The Raiders, that's a toss-up game. Then you got to play the Ravens again.
You're playing in Pittsburgh.
I don't know, man.
With Tyler Huntley leading the team, it's a rivalry game. The defense in Pittsburgh
I don't think the Steelers have that good of a shot.
I don't count out Pittsburgh.
Rob, if you're watching right now, Rob Mary, if you're watching, I
don't count them out.
The Steelers are going to win this
I'm not counting them out. I think you're foolish if you count out Pittsburgh this week.
I think you got to count them out.
Well, I'm going to say you're wrong.
Oh, I'm going to say I'm
And
right.
next week, I'm going to rub it in your face.
All right, whatever.
So, I'm picking Pittsburgh to win next week.
Well, I'm picking this.
Sorry,
this
Ravens
week,
fans.
Colin. It is this week now. We're on to the next week.
No, we're recapping Week 13, though, and we're not done with this week because we have Monday Night Football in 2 hours. You should remember that. That's what we're here for, sir.
No, we're here to talk to Tyson Bajan.
Well, that as well, and we'll have
want
him
to make the announcement
15
now?
minutes, actually.
Make the
We
announcement
have a
right
little bit of a change on the show today. Usually at 6:30, we're alongside Coach Ernie McCook, but Coach McCook gearing up for the semifinal, unable to
And would
come
presume an
tonight.
early trip to Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado School of the Mines after the win at IUP, and not only a win, a blowout win. So,
But I would presume an earlier trip than if they were taking a bus, because they got to take a plane, and you got to get adjusted to the atmosphere out there.
you have to get adjusted
And
not
that's gonna
only
be-
to the atmosphere, but to the time change.
Yeah, I mean, but that's going to be a big question. And when we talk to Tyson Bajan, Clayton Batten will be here along with Brian Walker. And I think talking to those 2 or 3 guys, you'll kind of hear their take on playing in that kind of atmosphere. I don't think any of them have played there before.
I doubt it.
Yeah, so we'll have to get their take on that. But, Colin, you want to go ahead and take the break now? And then
Yeah,
preview
we can
Sunday
take our
Night Football?
3-minute break, and then on the other side of that break, preview Monday Night Football. Not Sunday. You're a day off now, Spencer, but it's the Saints and the Buccaneers tonight. We'll be back in 3 minutes live from the Neon Moon. It's Monday Night Mayhem on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
So much more.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
WVU Medicine is pleased to announce the relocation of our Berkeley Medical Center outpatient rehabilitation services to 1002 Tavern Road. This move gives Martinsburg Physical Therapy and Rehabilitation more room, more convenient parking, and a covered drive-up, drop-off area. WVU Medicine will continue to offer physical, occupational, and speech therapies for both adult and pediatric patients, as well as specialized services. For more info on this new location and services provided there, call 304-264-1214.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bajan, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night, Thursday is steak night, Fridays are dinner specials, Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
Welcome back to the Neon Moon Tavern at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg for more Monday Night Mayhem on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. If you want to get here, celebrate with the Shepherd Rams, get here early. It's going to be a big night of fun as we get ready for the Saints and the Buccaneers. And in 15 minutes, we'll be joined alongside Tyson Bajan and Clayton Batten. And then later on, Brian Walker will be showing up onto the show as well. So hanging out, having a fun night with the Rams after that big one against IUP.
We've got an extra player coming tonight. Obviously, we mentioned Coach McCook unable to make it. They're preparing to go out to basically Denver. I believe it's like 15 to 25 minutes west of Denver proper. Play the Colorado School of Mines
which is a very good engineering school from what I understand. And they won obviously Super Region 1 over the weekend at IUP redemption for the loss in the PSAC championship game. The biggest thing here is that tonight you can come out and you can meet Tyson Bagent, you can meet Clayton Batten, you can meet Brian Walker. You can also meet at least 22 other Rams.
Yeah, we were informed that there's, just in players alone, 25 guys showing up tonight from this Shepherd Rams team.
So there may be,
hanging out here at the Neon Moon, watching football, getting some food. And that's just the players. Their friends will be here, families, potentially. Mm-hmm. The Beast always brings his guys.
Hey,
for arm wrestling tonight. Are we up to 7,000 now?
I don't know. I think it was 65. Wasn't it 6,000 last time?
I thought it was 6,500 last time, so now it's $7,000 if you can beat the Beast in arm wrestling tonight.
But we're scheduled to have Tyson Bagent, Clayton Batten, and then Brian Walker. Could get a couple more guys on, just depending on how it is.
We never know.
You never know who wants to talk.
Exactly.
I mean, guys like Wyatt Pelicano, he's a talker. He'll jump on if he wants to.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to see who else decides to jump on. But come on down now. Order your food before all the Rams get here because it'll be hard to move in this building.
Yeah, it's going to be standing room only, I think, tonight for karaoke. It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
So come on down to the Neon Moon, have some fun, celebrate the win for Shepherd against IUP, celebrate another record being broken. We'll talk about that later on with Tyson as well as Brian Walker because he's the one that caught that touchdown pass.
He caught both of them. He got the G2 record back a month ago, and now he catches this one. And it's just crazy to me. And if you go back and watch that video, which I'm going to talk to when we have Brian Walker on later, the offensive line, it was like a barrier. Tyson stepped back in the pocket.
And just stood there.
And stood there with his feet planted. You never see that. I mean, we know this offensive line is good, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes some things happen. Some swim moves. Some people get past you. You get an unblocked guy come off the edge. Tyson's got to roll around, which he's really developed a really good game rolling out. And we saw that last year with one of the Hail Marys. Tyson Bagent rolls out. Well, he didn't have to roll out. He just stood straight up in the pocket and threw a dart in the end zone to basically a wide open Brian Walker.
So let's now focus in on what we're supposed to be focused in on this segment, and that is Monday Night Football, Spencer. The Saints at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers favored by 3.5 tonight. The over-under is set at 41. Both teams 2-3 in their last 5 games. And the Saints have won 7 of the last 8 regular season meetings, which means 4 of the last 5 against Tom Brady in the regular season. But if you remember in the postseason, it was the Buccaneers getting the win over the Saints. Who do you like tonight, and why?
I like the Buccaneers. I mean, they're led by Tom Brady. I mean, Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton, but he's no Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's
something
an obvious
magical
one.
happens with Tom Brady whenever things get tough. And things have gotten tough this season, and he's really, really turned everything around.
I don't fully disagree. I feel like 100% Tampa Bay is the better team tonight, and they should get the win. But
Tom Brady's had so much going on in his life that football really isn't even – it has to be on the front page for him. But in most people's lives, their career wouldn't be on the front page of their lives, but obviously it is. And so just for the fact that he's playing through everything that's happening in his life, and he's doing very well in this last a month or so stretch – has been pretty good for the Buccaneers overall.
He still leads the entire NFL in passing yards with over 3,000.
That was my point. Was he still throwing the ball and he's still throwing it well?
Picked off twice, 14 touchdown passes, maybe like a little bit more there from him, but they've been able to get the job done for the most part this year, even though they're sitting at 5-6. So I don't know what really to look at this game and what to expect because of these two teams, even though when you look at it in the division, this is a pretty big game when it comes to the division implications.
Wide open, basically, honestly.
Because Tampa Bay, right now, leading the division, is at 5-6. So if the Saints were able to win today, I'd put them tied for second with Atlanta at 5-8.
That's what I'm saying. That division's still really wide open.
Yeah. And As I said earlier, Tampa Bay, it looks like, should win this game. But as I said also, the Saints have won 7 of the last 8 meetings in the regular season. It seems like no matter who they have at that quarterback spot, because it has varied a lot lately for the Saints, they still, for some reason, have the Bucs number.
Yeah.
It's in Tampa Bay. Weather's going to be great. But for some reason, in the back of my mind's telling me don't pick against the Saints. You're foolish.
But the back of my mind is telling me don't pick against Tom Brady.
And that's where it's tough tonight as we get into the betting lines on what you truly want to pick. Do you go against Tom Brady? Or do you go where history has been going and saying you got to go with the Saints, who, even when you look statistically right now, have done better offensively when it comes to scoring and defensively. The Saints average 20.8 points per game, the defense allowing 23.3. The Bucs only average 18.2 points per game. The defense on the other side, though, 18.5. So the defense on the Bucs have really been the key, it seems like, in the 5 wins, even though they have Tom Brady. If Mike Evans can show up, if Godwin can show up, if Fournette can show up, I think they're fine. But it's been a weird season for Tampa.
It really, I think it's been a weird season for both teams. Especially when you look at the Saints, just the carousel of quarterbacks is not something you want if you're the Saints. But this is kind of one of those interesting Monday night games that really, I believe, a couple weeks back could have been flexed. But it's a division game, so they didn't want to flex it out of Monday Night Football. On paper,
it feels like a snooze fest on paper, but at the same time, even though it might be a snooze fest, it's entertaining because of the division implications.
And look at this right here. So something's got to give here. So the Saints' offense averages 20.8 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucs' defense allows 18.5 points a game. Bucs' offense, 18.2. The Saints' defense, 23.3. So something's got to give here because, the Buccaneers average and give up around 18.5 points a game, while the Saints average 20.8 and give up 23.3. So something's going to give defensively or offensively for both of these teams tonight. And, I think the over-under here, you give Bucs, which is interesting, the over-under for points for the Buccaneers is set higher for the over-under points for the Saints when you look at things.
That's because the Bucs are favored tonight by 3.5.
But, it's just weird because they score less than that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying.
So what are you taking then, looking at it? Buccaneers over under 20.
I'm saying this is a
points.
betting nightmare, and I'm staying away from this if I'm a bettor.
But we still have to give advice.
Yeah, I don't have good advice when I tell my advice is to stay away. But
advice
if you have
is to stay away, but for fun.
If you have to bet the under for both teams. Actually, bet the under. Actually, bet the over for the Bucs. The under for the Saints. It's a 24-17 game.
Okay. Tom Brady over under 263.5 passing yards tonight. I like the over.
I like the over there.
And then on the other side, Andy Dalton 217.5 passing yards tonight over
I don't
under.
know. It's hard to do all this. It's hard to.
I'm going with the over for both.
I guess 217 isn't a lot.
And
That's
completions for both. Tom Brady, I think, has over 24.5 completions. Dalton has over 19.5 completions.
Yeah, I would say the over for both of those are fair. It just depends on is Olave on his game tonight.
Yeah, we'll get into him, but first, quarterbacks. Either one throw over 1.5 touchdowns.
Yes.
I say yes, and I think we're in agreement with who? Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
You think Tom Brady gets
He's the GOAT.
2+?
As much as I don't like Tom Brady as a player over all the years, just because he's been there, done that, and nobody likes some guy that's been there and done that so much.
You got to respect him. I guess it can stop there.
Yeah.
But I think he gets over 1.5.
I do
Either
think
quarterback throws a pick tonight.
I think Dalton throws a pick.
You think Dalton? I'm going to say both tonight throw a pick. At least one. And since you mentioned Chris Olave, let's ask about Olave now. 59.5 receiving yards, yes or no?
I think he goes the over. I think he's on tonight.
I think he is as well. Mike Evans over under 61.5 receiving yards.
I don't know. I want to say over. If Tom Brady's over, he's going to throw to his best buddy, Chris Godwin.
So Godwin's over under 70.5.
I meant Mike Evans, sorry.
Okay.
I was getting ahead of myself.
You were, and that needs to stop. I'm being serious. No. I can't be serious on this show. I need to be.
Colin, you're never serious.
That's true.
I can never
Actually.
take you seriously.
Yeah, I try to be. But for the most part, I'm not. All right, let's get back into this.
Dylan's cracking me up in our group chat.
Well,
right now.
ignore Dylan. Dylan, show up, man. Show up.
He just said sources tell him he'll be here by 7. So
Dylan, are we doing Christmas music tonight for karaoke? That's the real question.
I don't know.
That people that like karaoke need to show up for and find
Mike
out.
Evans goes over on both. Chris Godwin goes under on receptions, but over on receiving yards.
Okay.
Kamara over on the rush yards. White under. Taysom Hill, I don't know. He's a wild card. Do what you want.
I'm saying
why is Fournette?
under.
I thought Fournette was the lead back.
That surprised me as well that the over-under was only 36.5
rushing yards.
rushing
games
yards
this year that he's not the lead back.
I don't know,
anymore.
man. But I say over for him. And now comes the fun part, because I know we said avoid all betting on this game. But if you want to make any money tonight, I honestly feel like you go anytime touchdown scorers, because all of them are plus tonight. None of them are in the negatives.
Hammer the plus 410.
Julio Jones plus 410. That's the highest one out of the list that I created. But Alvin Kamara plus 102. Mike Evans plus 118. Rashad White plus 130. Leonard Fournette plus 130. Chris Godwin plus 143. Chris Olave plus 163. Taysom Hill plus 245. Jarvis Landry plus 285. And then, as you said, Spencer, Julio Jones at plus 410. So if you are trying to win money, no matter how much it is, I feel like you got to go anytime touchdown scorer. Even if you add one on each team, you might make a nice amount of change, surprisingly, in a game that we don't know how it's going to be. But that's what makes the NFL fun.
All right, just for fun, we're going Julio.
Just Julio?
All right, yeah. Julio.
I don't know. I think you should do Julio and Olave.
Where is Julio?
You said plus 410.
Plus 400 now.
Oh, okay. Well, apologize, but we're now going to take a 3-minute break.
Who else?
And on the other side of that break, you can figure it out on the other side of the break or during the break. It's up to you, man. It's your money that you're going to lose.
465. That's how much I have left in my tank.
We're at the Neon Moon Tavern, and on the other side of this break, we'll be joined by Tyson Bagent as well as Clayton Batten. So don't go anywhere. You're tuned into Monday Night Mayhem. We're back in 3 minutes.
Told you not to bet.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night. Thursday is steak night. Fridays are dinner specials. Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
On Moon Tavern, as I'm going to do my best right now. Yeah, we know. Everybody can only hear out of the left ear right now, as we were having some issues earlier. But Quinn, if you just do it on the handle of the camera, our pan bar, we have it plugged in there, as I do our best to explain to the social media team on how to zoom out our camera so that you can see all of us, as now you can. So appreciate their work, not only for the team but for us as well. The paycheck, though, not happening.
They're volunteers, probably.
But for us, it would probably be a different story. Spencer Dupuis alongside Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. Clayton, Tyson, welcome to the show, guys. Let's get into the mayhem. First off, congrats on the win. Let's get right into it, man. 48-13, butt whooping against IUP, start to finish.
Yeah, I think it was. I think in all three phases we kind of handled them, and I feel like it even got to a point in the game where it was kind of weird how bad we were winning. Defense played great. Special teams be able to make some plays. Anytime you score points on offense and defense, you got a higher chance of win. So I thought we played exceptionally well.
What was really different this time around compared to the last time two teams met?
I would say the weather, and I would say I don't know. I think we all kind of went into the game kind of embarrassed that we had even lost to that team in the first place, and it wouldn't. I don't think it felt right for that team to be able to advance to the Final Four. So I think we just kind of did what we were supposed to do and played at a high level.
How about you, Clayton?
Yeah, I feel like we just came up more aggressively. When we watched film, we seen that we just wasn't clicking. We had the right game plan. We just wasn't as aggressiveness. The weather played a part, but we were supposed to come out more aggressive. That's what we planned on. That's what we practiced on all week. And when it came to game time, everybody was ready.
And it's now back-to-back Super Region 1 championships for you guys. Both of you were on last year's team as well, and I wanted to start asking you about that game as well, because there was a pretty memorable moment for you in your career in that, and the pick six against
back-to-back years
Kutztown.
Yeah,
so
back-to-back
years, you got to do it this time around. Just how special has it been being a part of this team, man?
It's real special, especially this guy right here. Getting it back to him. It's always good to score on defense, and just getting the ball back and scoring on defense is a great thing.
Has he ever intercepted you in practice?
I would never throw an interception to anybody on.
He just nodded his head, yes.
I mean, not that I remember. My memory's a little jacked up, though. But
as a quarterback should.
Yeah. Nah, I would never admit to throwing a pick to any of these chumps that are on.
Chumps, you just said that they did great in the game.
Listen.
What is it now?
What's the offense? Why does the offense hate the defensive backs? Like, whenever we're at practice, they're like, "Oh yeah, DBs are always late. DBs are always late."
Nah, I would say it's more so of receivers are prima donnas, DBs are got a little bit of that in them too. But I think one-on-ones is where all where all that not hatred but competitiveness comes out. Anytime there's any type of hold that the receivers are on the DBs, anytime it's a push off or offensive pass interference, the DBs are letting the receivers know. So I think that's where people kind of butt heads a little bit, but that's just what competitive teams that have good players on both sides of the ball, that's what happens. And that's why you're able to continue to get better throughout the season.
How fun was it from start to finish on that sideline this time around, having IUP's number, blowing them out the entire time?
Yeah, I think last year we played in an extremely close regional championship game, and for this year, for us to separate ourselves throughout the game, it was a lot more relaxing, a lot more enjoyable. Being able to come off the field after scoring a touchdown and then just having just an understanding that the defense is going to continue to handle what they do. Only allowing 16 points per game throughout the whole year, being able to, create turnovers like we did on Saturday. It was fun and exciting, and it made it hard to kind of game plan while the defense was on the field because you just wanted to watch them. Just because they were playing at such a high level, you kind of wanted to watch. So I thought it was just good on all cylinders, and everybody was on the same page on Saturday.
And Clayton, for you guys as a defense, I mean, you came into this year and kind of with a lot of question marks. A lot of like, who's going to take over at linebacker? How is everything going to flow as a defensive unit? And you guys came out and proved all the haters wrong. And this weekend, you guys were without Grantham, and he's likely out the rest of the year. And a lot of guys stepped up from the linebackers to the DBs.
Yeah, I think everybody just stepped up. They played their role. We went into a game plan where everybody has to do their role. Everybody has to step up. Everybody has to play fast because we did lose to this team. So we wasn't trying to lose us again. Not back to back. They beat us once. They can't beat us again. Not back to back. So that's what we kind of went into. We came out, played fast. Offense did what they were supposed to do. Did what they were supposed to do, and we got the job done.
And now this week, with the win, you guys are in the national semifinal game, taking on Colorado's School of the Mines. Let's talk about the trip itself first. What's the team doing to gear up this week and prepare for the trip to Colorado, not only having to get used to the atmosphere, but the time change as well?
Yeah, so I think, they kind of hit us with it in yesterday's meeting just on what we need to do throughout the week in order to prepare our bodies the best way possible to get kind of acclimated to the difference in atmospheres with here and then being a little bit higher up in Colorado. And then since it's it's a little bit bigger of a time change than it was going to Michigan last year. I think that was a 1 hour difference. I think this is a 3 hour difference. So we're going up another day earlier. So going up on Thursday, kind of get acclimated, get to have a fast practice on Friday to really get dudes used to what's going on, and then everything else is staying the same, and we're staying on schedule with how we've been preparing throughout the year.
Yeah, and I feel like that's going to be kind of like an endurance thing. I mean, you're not going to see just from thinking about it, you're not going to see Ronnie Brown be the exclusive back for you guys. It's going to have to be a back by committee just because everybody's going to get short of breath after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I completely understand why the coaches have been taking initiative with telling everybody, on what they need to do to take care of the body, because I understand that not everybody is as blessed cardiovascularly as me. And so other dudes need a little bit more self-treatment, so to speak.
Is that a fancy way of saying that you're full of hot air?
Nah, but
because I need to start using that if that's the case.
I mean, seriously, I would never, if we were 5,000 feet up higher, 20,000 feet up higher, I have a hard time. I can't remember the last time I was tired. So I do understand why, for other people like Ronnie Brown, who throws up every single game in the middle of the game, why that they would need.
I was just talking about running 25, 30 times. I mean, that's hard to run the rock like that.
I think with what we've been asking him to do, I think he's more he's going to be as ready as anybody would be to play in this game, especially with what's at stake, being able to have a berth in the national championship. So everybody's excited about that. Got eyes on him today a little bit. Just really excited to go up there and have a good game, and it's in a pretty cool spot in Colorado too.
Obviously, since they're from Colorado, you guys haven't seen them before, haven't played.
No, we've never played
anybody
from that
program
region.
History. So, what have you seen? What's the early scouting report on this team?
So they're an engineering school, so everybody on the team is relatively sharp mentally, and you can kind of see that with. I haven't watched their offense, but defensively, everybody's playing their role and playing within their assignment at a high level, and it shows. You don't make it to the Final Four for no reason.
How about you, Clayton? What have you seen out of this team?
They're a big passing team. That's what I've seen so far. They got a nice quarterback. He can run. He's elusive. He can run, pass. He can do a lot. And then they got some pretty nice receivers, but I'm pretty sure we can handle that nicely.
Alrighty. You got any questions about right now? If not, we'll take a 3-minute break, Spencer.
No, we'll take a 3-minute break.
All right, let's take our first 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, have some fun, get to know Clayton a little bit more, talk some NFL too, and see what we can get. But don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to Monday Night Mayhem live from the Neon Moon Tavern on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 3 minutes.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
WVU Medicine is pleased to announce the relocation of our Berkeley Medical Center outpatient rehabilitation services to 1002 Tavern Road. This move gives Martinsburg Physical Therapy and Rehabilitation more room, more convenient parking, and a covered drive-up, drop-off area. WVU Medicine will continue to offer physical, occupational, and speech therapies for both adult and pediatric patients, as well as specialized services. For more info on this new location and services provided there, call 304-264-1214.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
For you guys who wait till the last minute to buy her gift, check out our winning play that scores big in your home on Christmas morning. Ready? Hike into your car, rush to our store, but don't speed. Then we huddle over the cases, pick the perfect gift, wrap it, and hand it off to you. You rush out with the winning gift held tight, and on Christmas morning, you hand it off to her. She opens it, and baby, it's a touchdown. She loves it. Ready for the winning play? Come see us at Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South, Inwood.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night, Thursday is steak night, Fridays are dinner specials, Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern. None.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to the Neon Moon Tavern. We'll get that right out of the way just in case it was heard. No cuss words allowed at all tonight. Until after the show.
I got you. No worries.
Yeah. We'll put a jar right there. And it's not just a 25-cent jar if there's a cuss word on there. It's a couple thousand. But we welcome you guys back. Let's get right into it. NFL. Clayton, what team do you follow?
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
no way.
The one and only.
We'll now take a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, Clayton will not even be in the Neon Moon Tavern. We apologize.
No way. That's America's team.
That's the best team, though.
Your dad's favorite
Is it,
team?
though?
That's my dad and my brother's favorite team.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the show, so we got to keep Travis around.
No doubt.
But why Dallas, man? Why?
A lot. My father's a Dallas fan.
Okay.
My mother's a Dallas fan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's all
My
we need to
sister,
hear.
brother. Everybody's a Dallas
When it
fan.
runs in the family, yeah.
But you got to think about this, though. My mom's mom is a Commanders fan.
Okay.
So it's a little switch right there. So, but it's a lot that goes on with Dallas. Like, I've been to the stadium. I'm a big fan of the stadium.
Jerry World?
Yeah, I'm a big
It is a
fan of the
bucket list
stadium.
place, I feel like.
And then there's a lot of good players that came out of there, too. That I still look at that play like, how did they miss it?
In the NFL, that's out.
Hands down, that was a catch.
Could have changed the trajectory of the next handful of years.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. Being a Washington fan that it didn't. But they got a huge win this week. Granted, it was the Colts. But
Did they
still,
score like 33
54 points, 33
exploded.
points in the fourth quarter. You got to put respect where respect's due.
Yeah, a win is a win.
Win's a win.
Only team we even think about is the Eagles.
And you know whose team did not win this week at this table?
Giants and Commanders. Oh.
They tied.
Dolphins.
So they didn't lose.
They didn't lose.
Which
They
team
didn't
here
win
didn't lose? I'll reiterate
The
it.
Dolphins.
The Dolphins. What happened, man?
I mean,
The Dolphins lost this week.
listen.
And it wasn't even close.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, we have to. I brought it up.
No, I think that the 49ers are a good team. Any given Sunday, Mr. Irrelevant got it done. Big Brock Purdy fan, so no, I'm all right with it.
Garoppolo went out, though.
What do you mean? He went out?
He's injured.
He's
Oh,
injured.
yeah.
He's out the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's always sad to see. But, I don't really get caught up in the whole, I like the Dolphins, but I'm not like you chumps. It doesn't affect me when my team loses. I just kind of.
They didn't lose, though.
I just kind of wake up.
tied.
I kind of wake up and attack my day the same, whether my team wins or loses. Unlike you other people who put all your eggs in that basket.
Should football have ties?
No, I don't. No.
Should the NFL then go to the college football format when it comes to overtime? Kind of like a shootout type deal.
Yeah.
Clayton, you're
Well,
saying
I mean-
yes. Why do you think that? Well, Tyson
'cause
thinks about
there's
it.
always have to be a winner and a loser. I don't.
You
think-
can't tie in college?
No.
Really?
Can't tie in college.
Yeah. They should adopt
Overtime,
it.
I feel like they went like 50 rounds. I feel like I could be totally off on
I think the highest this time around was 9. That was Penn State against Illinois, I believe, was 9 a few years ago. But that's only because they changed the rule now as to where it's
9
after
overtimes.
third overtime, it just becomes a 1 point or a 1 play, 2 point conversion.
Yeah.
So they go back and forth. So it was 9 overtimes, but it wasn't as long as
Yeah, that's how it should be.
when it comes to timing as to what
nine
other
is-
games have been
9
because
overtimes.
of
Wow.
9
overtimes.
overtimes.
But yeah.
I mean, I've only played in one overtime game my whole life. That was this year against Cal PA,
was.
and I was so tired after that game.
Yeah.
9 overtimes. That's a bit. Yeah, that's crazy. But no,
But at
I
least
agree
you have
with
a
it. I
winner at
agree
the
with
end.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. You have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it. You cannot tie. A tie is a loss for both teams.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
reading something.
It was
like,
weird.
We went out to the field. We didn't know what we were doing. Is what Commanders were like. We didn't know what. We can't be happy because we didn't win.
It's almost worse than a loss.
Yeah, because you're like, well,
Yeah.
you're not feeling the emotion of a
You don't
win.
feel it either. Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
you're
feel
like-
like
You just sit
ew.
there like, what do we do now?
You're just like,
What-
ew,
we
how
have
did we
done
lose
better
this
to
game?
actually have an outcome of this ball game.
Yeah.
The players probably want to continue playing, but they're not allowed.
Maybe not in the NFL. They
I don't
get
know.
paid. They get paid a lot of money. I mean, I could get to why they wouldn't want to have 9 overtimes in the NFL, or the players at least wouldn't, just because they're trying to keep getting paid and not get hurt. But while that's soft, and I would want to win, I understand why other people wouldn't feel that way. I mean, you got dudes opting out of bowl games nowadays.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
people are real cautious about extracurricular and getting your body hurt.
That's what makes D2 better.
Yeah,
There is no bowl
Yeah.
games. It's the playoffs.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, Clayton. Let's get into your life now. Why did you choose Shepherd? What attracted you to wanting to become a Ram, man?
Why'd I choose Shepherd? Well, first, it's kind of like home, where it's stuff to do out here, and it's also not to do stuff out here. But if you really want to, you can do it. So a lot like back at home in Waldorf, where it's stuff to do, but it's also nothing to do but play football and
Yeah, it's
go
stuff
school
to
and
do,
sports.
but not stuff that'll get you in trouble.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah, there we go.
So
what was the recruiting process like for you, for Shepherd?
I was going to ask that because he did graduate high school in 2020.
Yeah, during COVID. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a little shaky, but I was already in the flow of trying to come to college, play football. I heard a lot about Shepherd. I really didn't know too much about D2 because I really didn't look into it, but all my coaches, everybody said Shepherd's a good school. You might want to go, Shepherd. And I said, okay. Once I took my visit, it was an official visit. I did like a little camp. I was like, yeah, I like it out here. A little cold, but everybody goes through cold. So I said, yeah, this is a good fit. And so far I made the right choice.
What was it like kind of having your redshirt year as just like a COVID year? Like there was that one game that was played, but then you didn't have to redshirt like a lot of players.
I mean, I can take it as a plus and a minus. At least I got to play in at least one game to see how the game goes. What's the speed? What's this? What's that? Not the actual speed, but how it would similar look. Yeah. So it's a plus and a minus, and it also gave me an extra year to get my body right, to just get my body right for the next season, and then the next season, and so forth and so forth.
Alrighty, so not only for this show tonight, at the end of it, is there, I believe, this week $7,000 on the line if you can beat Tyson's dad and Travis in arm wrestling. But also afterwards, it's karaoke night. Which one?
Clay's got a bunch of
do
homework.
we have better chances? Clayton has homework.
I had to get on my knees and beg and plead for him to get here. He's out of here after this.
Oh man.
He can't even beat me.
$7,000?
He can't even beat me in arm wrestling, let alone Travis Bagent.
See, Travis Bagent. I'm going to lose. Tyson, I'm going to lose too. But the only reason why, because I don't want to hurt his arm, because he got to throw.
That's fair.
But after,
why not the other arm then?
Nah. You see, I got a problem.
Yeah, I got problems too. So we got to go with two good arms, and we need them. So I don't want to beat them too. I don't want to hurt them too bad. That's the only thing.
You never want to hurt your quarterback.
Yeah, I need them to throw touchdowns.
$7,000 though. I mean, somebody's gonna come in here. That's pretty strong here soon.
I don't know.
Clayton, if you were,
we also got to remind people there's only 2 weeks left after this. So it's coming up on Now or Never.
You got a go-to song. You got a go-to song. If you had to sing a song and you know all the words, you really had to light it up.
I don't even have a go-to song. That's the problem.
There has to be a go-to song. You're like jamming out in the car. What's the one song that you always want to make sure is playing?
Probably the whole the new Drake album that just came out.
Okay.
That I say that's the album of the year because there's no skip song. Why not?
Future's album of the year.
No. You listen to Drake's song, you can listen to it.
You telling me you falling out of love with me?
See, no, nah, not that. It's either Drake or I'm going on Rod Wave. You got it's a lot of songs I can sing on that one because
Rod Wave. That's a good karaoke artist to sing. Really show off your vocals.
It is.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, but I probably use Rod Wave.
Alrighty, let's wrap up. Tyson, we'll hold off for your shout-outs until next segment. Clayton, got any shout-outs that you want to give?
I want to shout out first the Lord for bringing me here and letting me be here on earth. I want to shout out my father, Douglas Batten, my mother, Michelle, my sister who I missed her baby shower to go on the road and play for her, my little brother Cordell, who's a senior in high school, the whole Shepherd defense, the whole Shepherd offense, the whole coaching staff, and that's it.
All right, Clayton. Thank you for coming on to the show.
I think you missed a shout-out.
Ooh. Oh no.
Shout out to the media team.
All right, there we go. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, Tyson will still be here, and we'll be joined by Brian Walker. So don't go anywhere. You tuned in to Monday Night Mayhem live from the Neon Moon Tavern on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night. Thursday is steak night. Fridays are dinner specials. Saturdays there's live music. And Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
Right here.
Welcome back to the Neon Moon Tavern at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg for more Monday Night Mayhem. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis, Tyson Bagent.
He's in the bathroom.
And Brian Walker's invisible. You've turned him invisible. We also have a magic show tonight. So now we're going to make him reappear, Tyson. Just say the magic words.
Abracadabra.
See, there you go.
There we go.
Tyson's the magician now, not only on the football field, but at the Neon Moon Tavern.
Just about to say, always been the magician.
Everywhere.
Welcome back, man.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, he was on the original.
I know.
Yeah, the OG outside.
He was.
Original. That one, the only one that was outdoors.
We're inside now.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're still playing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Elephant in the room. Obviously, you throw most touchdowns in a career in NCAA history across all, and you do it a month back for the Division II record. Throw it to him. Then on Saturday, you get the all-time record across all divisions, and it's him again. And he's
P-Walk, how much you pay him to do that?
And he's one of your best friends, so how cool is that?
It is pretty cool. I didn't really want it to end up like that. I tried to give Daryl Harper that that ball, but he couldn't.
Which was a touchdown, by the way.
But he couldn't get his, I guess, the ref had a bad angle. But I think it was, it happened just like it was supposed to. Couldn't be any more fitting. Best friend on the team, one of my best friends in the world, catching all the record-breaking touchdowns. Pretty sweet gig.
Can you just shout out the O-line there? When I was watching it back, I was like, he literally dropped back the pass, and he just stood there because he didn't have to move.
Yeah, they did especially there was a lot of angles of that play too, and with each one, you kind of when you get to the latter part of me being in the pocket, you kind of like, dang, like, oh, he's sitting in there for a while. So, and you can even hear people commenting on some of the videos like, oh man, he's got all day. So, football is not a one-on-one sport; it's 11-on-11, and couldn't have done any of it without the big 5 guys up front. So, yeah, shout out to them.
B-Walk, how special was it for you not only catching that pass, but getting the win this week against IUP, man?
Oh, man. A win in general was awesome, but a win against a team that just beat us is even better. Talking about the touchdowns, like Tyson said, he's my best friend, one of my best friends in the whole world. So being able to catch that and get him that record and like I said in the last interview, all the recognition he deserves is a great opportunity.
In your mind, what was the difference this time around against IUP compared to last time?
Obviously the weather. that was one thing that was like.
And it almost wasn't that way.
Right.
Pre-game warm-ups. We were in
yeah.
Hurricane Indiana.
Yeah,
it seemed
was raining
like
sideways during pregame, and then the sun decided to come out right when we were coming out to kick the ball off. And
I didn't even know the sun was able to shine in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Seriously, that place sucks. That place is terrible.
That place is gray.
Ew. That place, yeah, it's been pretty awful every time
It was.
I've been there. Except
Every
for
time.
this past time.
Yeah.
And even then, it wasn't looking good pregame, like you said. So, yeah, I don't know. Very seldom are there sunny days, unless it's, I guess, summertime in PA in general. PA just seems like a pretty gloomy state as it is. So.
But back to just what the biggest difference was, I guess, other than the weather.
You know, Coach McCook had said sometimes, you know, dangerous animal is a hungry animal. And I believe our whole week of preparation just built up our hunger just to come out and we get a chance to beat these guys and play these guys again back in their home field. And I think us thinking about it, it would make no greater story than for us to come out there and do what we did.
And it was 48-13 this time.
Yeah.
Start to finish, dominance.
Yeah.
How fun was it?
It was a blast. I mean, gosh, you go out there, you get to play football with your best buddies every day. That's a huge, exciting thing that you get to do alone. And then, like I said, go play for a regional championship with those guys. You know, I don't know anything better.
Back-to-back regional championships, and you do it each year against a team that you had lost to in a prior matchup with them. How special was that for back-to-back years for you guys, saying, "Oh, well, we lost this team once, then we come back when it all matters, and we win both times, so back-to-back region titles."
Yeah, I think it was kind of I mean, obviously it's very exciting, and then also kind of it's kind of strange how it worked out, being able to play, you know, both years for a regional championship against a team that beat you previously. To be able to do it in the fashion we did it, with just absolutely spanking them like we did, was very fun, and I thought it just gave everybody the confidence needed in order to go into the Final Four.
And last week, you told us to keep an eye on that coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
And on Indiana's side, it kind of looked like they shot away. They didn't really want to shake hands at first. But I saw you make sure that you went up to 53 and everybody else.
They was ducking. He felt my right hand the first time we dapped up, because I made sure I stood opposite from him so I could see, because I didn't necessarily remember the exact number. So I'm like, man, is that the guy? Is it not the guy?
You remembered last week. You said it was 53.
I thought I said 54.
I think you said 53.
I thought it was 54.
I don't know.
50. Yeah, so then 53 came out. I'm like, man,
I thought you said it
looks
was
like
53.
the dude.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 53. So then I saw him. He was clubbing everybody's hand on the way to me. So I made sure I gave him a little. I shook everybody else's hand, but I made sure I met his halfway, and then he didn't come in so strong the next time. And then we won 48-13. So.
And then,
pretty sure we won that much because of that.
Yeah,
alone.
I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why. Yeah,
you scared him. They were like,
facts.
You set the
I don't even 53. What was he? I don't even know what he played, but
I don't either.
That people up like he's got some sense next time.
But this week, Colorado School of Mines. We already asked Tyson this. What are you doing this week to gear up for the time zone difference and the atmosphere?
As far as the time zone difference, you know, we're going to get out there a day earlier, or a couple days earlier, get out there and get acclimated to all that and the acclimation. And as far as just preparing for a game, you know, I'm going to prepare the same way, you know, that at least for me personally, I prepare for every other game. And I guess the team will do the same thing, you know. 13-1 right now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. You know, 13-1 right now. We're rolling.
Highest win percentage in Division II right now.
Yeah,
I believe is what I saw. So
best team in Division II.
I wouldn't disagree to that as well. One more
go.
step closer to a national championship. What's the team need to do to get this win this week?
Everybody needs to take care of themselves physically, and everybody needs to be locked in mentally so that they can play fast, as fast as we can. I think we're a dynamic team with dynamic units all over the field, and then, you know, as long as we're mentally ready, we'll be able to play as fast as we can, and that'll only continue to put pressure on what the Colorado School of Mines have to be able to maintain and defend and dial up scheme wise.
Same thing, Brian?
Exact same thing.
Alrighty. Let's take a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, maybe talk some NFL, maybe some other college football. So don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to Monday Night Mayhem live from the Neon Moon Tavern on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI based on EPA estimate of MY20 full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's gonna take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're gonna need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night, Thursday is steak night, Fridays are dinner specials, Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
Neon Moon Tavern at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg for more Monday Night Mayhem on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Spencer, first question goes to you, man.
Well, this is not the question I'm going to ask. We're expecting a lot of your teammates to be out here after 8, right? Is that true?
Say it again.
A lot of your teammates are coming out after 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to come on down and meet the Rams, come on down to the Neon Moon Tavern.
If you want to come see the best team in Division II football, come to the Neon Moon. You know, you don't got anything else to do on Monday night.
Speaking of the best in Division II football, last week it becomes official that you are a finalist for the Harlan Hill Trophy. You won it last year. We talked to you at the beginning of the season. You said this year's not about personal accolades, but that's got to make you feel really good that 2 years in a row, not only are you a finalist, but you've won last year and could go back-to-back for the first time, I believe, in Harlan Hill Trophy history since Danny Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead, he's a good running back.
Yeah,
he was the last guy to win back-to-back.
Yeah,
yeah. It's definitely cool to be recognized for your individual success, and I think everything I wanted to focus on coming into the season, I've focused on very well. Just being able to win games, take care of the football, and just be, the main piece of an effective offense that is one of the best offenses in the country. It's definitely a blessing. It gives, my family, it makes my family proud, which makes me happy. It gives, I'm I like to think I'm an inspiration to a lot of people around me, which is cool to think about. And yeah, I mean, I undoubtedly think that I am the best player in the country. And I think that I've just really tried my best to work towards that and to be able to show that on Saturdays.
If you don't get picked, how cool would it be to see your high school teammate get picked in Gerard Bowie?
That would be pretty sweet. If I don't win, I'd want him to win.
Like, if you have, I wonder if it's the first time that there's two guys that went to high school together that are on the list.
I would imagine so. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting
We'd have
stat.
to
You'd have
look
to
more
dive
into that.
deep for, but that's still pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I think it's really cool, but it's almost like not super surprising that he had the year that he had, just because especially being in like a football-oriented town like Martinsburg. People can see the athletic ability long before you get to Martinsburg, just the kids that are up and coming. I kind of burst on the scene because I moved to Martinsburg. But even before he got to high school, it was talk of this kid, Gerard Bowie, playing basketball and football. And I think he came in his freshman year. They won the Eastern Panhandle freshman championship, and then he ended up playing varsity basketball his freshman year and, having a triple-double against Musselman when they went on to, I think, playing the state championship that year. So he's just been a dynamite athlete, ever since he stepped foot at Martinsburg High School, and he's only continued to get better as he's gotten older.
Alrighty. B-Walk, remind us, what team do you follow in the NFL?
Last time we talked about it, I kind of said, I stepped away from the Commanders because their organization wasn't looking too good. I had said I might join Mike McCook with the Bills Mafia, but since then I kind of just stepped back and just watched every NFL game just like a football fan.
So what were you following this week, and what did you like as a whole week in Week 13 of the NFL then?
Oh, man.
If you had to become an analyst like us, what do you do now?
Let me just go ahead and stop you right there.
Uh-oh.
Because me and Brian live together.
Okay.
And I know, without a doubt, that he did not watch 1 minute of NFL football. Nor did I.
What were you doing?
We're locked in. We don't.
There's an obvious answer. I know.
I didn't even watch the Miami Dolphins game. You think I'm gonna watch the Commanders
That's
play?
why they lost.
Listen. I barely watched football before. I don't think I've ever really sat down and watched 5 whole football games any season there ever was since I've been alive.
See, I went to one.
I've been to one.
This week.
You went to
Yesterday.
one this week?
Yeah.
Which games did you go to?
I went to the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
this game went from Indiana,
Yep, I just got back.
Cincinnati.
I actually drove myself to IUP and then went to Cincinnati, got to catch that game yesterday, and then got back at like 3 o'clock today from Cincinnati. So
it always works out though, because my what's it called when you look at certain things, so it feeds you that stuff on your social media feeds. Your what's it called? For instance, if I got on Instagram right now, it would be quarterback stuff, CrossFit stuff, and football stuff, just based on what I like in common on.
Yeah.
Like your
Talking about here?
what is it? The algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yes.
Algorithm.
I don't watch it. This
Shout out
works
Dylan
out
Bishop over
because
there.
every time y'all ask me an NFL question on these Mondays, I never had watched the game that week, but my algorithm kind of feeds me and gets me up to date. So I know that you got to watch Joe Burrow handle business against the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's good.
He is good. He's the real
He almost
deal.
had 50 rushing yards.
He's the man.
Scored a touchdown.
He's an elite athlete.
He is. Should he be in the MVP conversation? I saw that circulating a little bit after.
No hesitation.
No, but he is a top.
Why
10.
not?
He's a top 10 guy.
Why
in the
shouldn't
league. Because you've got 3 dudes, maybe 4 dudes that are playing at a higher level than him right now.
Fair enough.
Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts.
He beat Pat Mahomes though.
Okay.
And he's beat him 3 times in the year 2022.
The Indiana PA quarterback beat me.
And then you.
So, but before this game on Saturday, are we going to say that? I mean, you let me know. You let me know.
I don't know. Right now, the conversation I feel like is a fair
Eli
conversation. Patty
Eli
Mahomes
Manning beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You got
I don't know.
You got
I don't know. Let's just keep it consistent, all right?
Some good counterclaims.
Let's just keep it consistent. I lost to UVA-Wise in 2018. I lost to UVA-Wise in 2018. Who was the quarterback of that team?
I don't know.
Me either.
Somebody tried to fight you during the game? Is that what your family's telling
Yeah, we're
you?
being told that. Ask about a fight or something? Something happened with a fight during the game?
Number 11?
Listen.
What happened, I guess? Give some context.
You know, just the pushing and shoving after the whistle. Anything you see after any other.
So you were in that. Oh, no.
No. There was,
not the handshake line
no
one?
flags thrown on this play.
No flags.
It wasn't the handshake line one?
No.
I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
No.
So.
So what happened during the handshake line? Like,
I guess I don't know, whenever you get in the playoffs and other teams got seniors on the team that'll never play again, and you lose a competitive, like a rivalry game like that, people are there's gonna be some people that can't handle it, which I understand. Some people can't handle that. I understand it. They have some dudes freaking out. We have some dudes that have tough time hearing people talk crazy to them, can't maintain themselves. So. Whatever. It wasn't nothing crazy happened. Everything's all good.
Not crazy.
All right. Tonight, I asked Clayton, but he had to leave. Get ready for finals week.
I already know the question.
$7,000 VWAP. Arm wrestling.
I got to win?
I think so.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's way weaker than he's way
against the
weaker.
Beast. You have to win $7,000, I believe it's on the line tonight. $7,000, man.
50%. At least 50%.
Are you putting your name on the top of that list for the challenge tonight?
Is he wrestling?
I can't.
Why?
Tyson?
My right arm is too important. So my dad says. I've tried many times.
You have to go up against the Beast. That's what the $7,000 is for. You have to beat
Brian's
the
in.
best.
He's in.
Just look at him right now. Square him up.
He's in.
He's not even making eye contact with you. He's ignoring you because he doubts your capability to even stand a chance against him.
Win. We got a game coming up. What am I going to do, go hard against the world's greatest arm wrestler?
$7,000, though. There's only 2 weeks left.
Like $7,000 to me is a lot, so it's like, dang, I got to go hard.
Christmas is coming.
But then again, I got a game Saturday, so I can't go hard. Yeah. So it's like,
oh man, we just won a game. We just won a ring game. All right, so.
But you said
you ask us if we're worried. You ask us
about
if
the
we're worried
ring.
about arm wrestling.
You said yourself about this ring
about
game.
arm wrestling before
you
we
don't
won the
even
ring
care
game.
about this ring game because you only get one ring in the end.
But,
you said so yourself.
But you also said so. It all. I guess it just depends on what it says on it.
No.
I guess it all depends on what it says on it, right?
You want
no. You get one ring, and it either
this is what
says
he told us
national
last
and
week.
regional champion.
No, it's conference. You win the conference and the regional.
How much you want? So let's put money on it because I've already been in Coach Ory's office with all the rings, Coach McCook's office with all the rings.
So there's not 2 rings?
No, so bet me.
It's not 2 rings?
Nope, it's 1 ring.
We don't get a ring for the Natty.
You do. You get a
you
national
do,
championship ring
but it
that
would
says
say Natty
also,
and regional.
That also says regional
So what if we
champs.
won the conference? It would say all 3?
Then it would say all 3.
That's preposterous.
I said for Shepherd it needs to make a change.
Yeah, we should get a ring for every championship we win.
I don't disagree with you.
But then it's the.
But this
cost of
guy's saying
2
it's only
rings.
1.
Dudes aren't going to buy 2 rings.
Come on, man. Final 4 years.
If it's a championship one, I think you do.
Take care of that. Yeah.
I think you do if it's a championship one. Does it? Since it has more stuff on it, just a larger ring? What's up?
I don't know.
All right, I've got a.
The rings do get bigger the farther you go.
I've got a comment coming from the studio from Nick. He says Tyson and Brian kind of remind me of Mahomes and Kelsey low key right now.
So whoever that is thinks that
Nick.
I act like Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
I'll take mine as a compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No comment.
Wait a second. If you're Patrick Mahomes, does that make Ezra Jackson Mahomes?
We'll
We're not going to go there.
Hey,
No,
good
no,
thing
no.
this
We're
isn't
not
live.
going
We'll
there.
cut
It
this
is live.
whole section out. We'll cut this whole section out.
So, unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about, we can take our 3-minute break early. Shout out.
Oh, on the field skill wise?
On the field skill.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can get
that's
down.
fair.
I can get with that. Yeah. I can get with that.
Good save,
Hey,
Nick.
tell him I said thank you.
All right, shout outs.
Thank you. Yeah, you go first.
Shout out my family, shout out my friends, and shout out Team 93. Keep it nice and short.
There we go. Hey, shout out to the Neon Moon. If you're not here, I don't understand what you could possibly be doing, especially if you live in the Eastern Panhandle. Shout out to the Shepherd University Rams. Shout out to my family, all in attendance. Shout out to all the fans that have showed love and support throughout the season. Wouldn't have been able to get to this point without y'all. Shout out to Hagerstown Ford. Shout out to Nah, this ain't the right shirt. Shout out to shout out to the city of Martinsburg. I feel every time something successful happens in my life, I feel like the whole city's behind me, and it's all noticed, and I appreciate it all. So shout out to all them.
All right, we got a couple more minutes.
I was about to ask Brian another question
you can
before we
ask
go.
another question, and then I'll ask them both.
Karaoke, man. You gonna go up?
No, I don't know.
think we've seen you
I
yet,
don't know
man.
if I'm much of a,
Why not?
a singer.
Neither are we. You've heard us sing. We're
I
not
haven't
good.
got a chance to y'all sing.
Yeah?
I haven't heard y'all
You don't
sing.
want to. That's the
They
point.
supposedly went, but nobody
Yeah,
saw
what'd y'all
them.
sing?
They waited till 10 o'clock to
Right
go.
now, right
Which
now,
time?
what's the song?
Which time?
The first time.
First time I sung Tequila. They'll say it's a
How's
cop
that one
out.
go? How's that song go?
Tequila.
How's it go?
Tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila.
You just say
I know,
tequila
yeah.
like 3 times.
Yeah,
and then the other
how's
one
it
that I
sound?
sung was Year 3000.
How's
Jonas
that go?
Brothers.
How's that go?
You want to sing it with me? You starting it?
You got to take the lead. I don't know how it goes. How's it go?
I mean, I don't have the tune right now. It starts with the tune.
Oh,
You know, I've been to the year
caught in
3000.
4K.
Not much to see, but they lived underwater. And your great
I need, like,
granddaughter
some-
is doing fine.
Doing fine.
That's how it goes?
That's the.
I've been to the year 3000. This song had gone multi-platinum. Everybody bought our 7th album. It had outsold Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
I don't know nothing about that song.
I think you're lying. I think you're a Joe Burrow's fan. Deep down inside.
What I was going to ask was, how did it feel kind of to go up there and it seemed like have somewhat of a home atmosphere? It seemed like there's a lot more Rams fans there than IUP fans.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
think
disagree with that.
It all plays into just like how special Ram Stadium is in itself, and then people want to, travel with the team. A lot of loyal fans and family members on the Shepherd team, but I think even something that was just a little bit crazier than that was just the lack of support and the lack of a fan base that Crimson Hawks had. You're playing in a quarterfinal. There's 8 teams left in the whole country, and you can't even fill half of your stands. That's kind of alarming, and you can understand why the tradition and just the camaraderie within the whole football program is different at Shepherd than in most places.
Alrighty. Appreciate the time, guys. Good luck this week against Colorado School of Mines. Kickoff, 3:30. Unfortunately, since it's the semifinal, we can't carry it. ESPN Plus will have that game, so if you're a subscriber to ESPN Plus, you get to see it. If not, I guess you have to subscribe now or find a watch party.
I believe there's a Shepherd watch party.
Yeah, there's a Shepherd watch party. So
if you can't make it out to Colorado, which would be pretty cool to go, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Yeah, we saw their stadium. The stadium looks beautiful.
It does.
It's
It's
pretty
really
mountains
cool.
in
I was
the
looking
background.
at it too. It's like they got like its own stadium. They don't play any other sports there.
Yeah.
They don't have a track around it.
Oh, that's
Like,
awesome.
Yeah, it's literally their football field.
You get to see like a nice little view of like the mountains
Yeah.
and stuff,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
so I think it'll be fun. It'll be cool.
We'll be watching on ESPN Plus.
for sure.
Unfortunately.
3-minute break. Thank you guys again. You're tuned in to Monday Night Mayhem live from the Neon Moon Tavern on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at
Orsini's.com.
WVU Medicine is pleased to announce the relocation of our Berkeley Medical Center outpatient rehabilitation services to 1002 Tavern Road. This move gives Martinsburg Physical Therapy and Rehabilitation more room, more convenient parking, and a covered drive-up, drop-off area. WVU Medicine will continue to offer physical, occupational, and speech therapies for both adult and pediatric patients, as well as specialized services. For more info on this new location and services provided there, call 304-264-1214.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night. Thursday is steak night. Fridays are dinner specials. Saturdays there's live music. And Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
Welcome back to the Neon Moon Tavern at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg for more Monday Night Mayhem. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me on the far side of the table now is Spencer Dupuis. Dylan Bishop, our
It's me.
man of many different talents on Talk Radio WRNR, TV10, also one of the hosts of Highly Disputed.
Yeah, taking our video this weekend and getting more views on it than us. Come on.
Oh, listen, it's not my fault it got more views. That's up to the people.
You didn't have the rights.
It's my fault.
I was about to say,
there it
the
is.
views.
That's
Are
the
you
voice
shitting me?
and the face of the beast himself, who cannot say that word anymore, Travis Bagent.
Can you read this right here on my side there, what that says?
I'm not going to read it out loud, but sure.
You really can't?
I think I know what it says.
Well, tell me what you think it says.
I have no idea. It says Walter something.
Walter what?
Hagen?
Walter Hagen. I just wanted to make sure that I said it right. Go ahead there, young man.
There we go.
All righty.
Why did you say you weren't going to say it?
I don't know.
What you thought?
Because he couldn't read it, just like I couldn't from this upside down version.
Fair enough. It is a sharp-looking shirt, though.
Well,
How'd
that
you
just
get it?
goes to show you when your son is the touchdown leader of the world, the sponsors go from R&L Lawn Care to Walter Hagen and Under Armour.
There we go.
There you go.
So things are changing in the Bajan household.
You
Look
didn't
at me
bring
up
that
here,
football.
looking like fresh new money.
You didn't
up
bring
here
the football
today.
today.
Yeah.
What football?
And that fresh new money now goes to a
No,
fine.
that football is the owner is right now Shepherd University, and I will get the last one.
Are they going to put it? Is it going to go to the College Football Hall of Fame?
If I decide, I will decide. This guy right here will decide where the final ball goes. What I have told Chauncey is buy 300 balls, and let's claim that we have every single ball that Tyson has thrown since he was in midget league. And when we go have this fundraiser, we just take all those balls and we just put a number
Well, you're
on.
telling everybody, so I don't necessarily know that it works out like that now.
Listen, all we got
Spoiling it.
That just the 2 million people that watch this show will know. But besides the rest of the population,
There's all the 348 million other Americans that they won't have any idea. They'll be clamoring for it.
So my plan is to sell that ball to the highest bidder for $1 million. So
You'll
that
probably have to wait till after the draft, right?
Listen,
Probably right around the draft time. when
right
he gets
around the
drafted?
Senior Bowl time. I told
Or
you
that,
things
yeah.
is going to change.
Speaking of which, you talked about the Senior Bowl and everything on Highly Disputed with Dylan.
That's right.
Dylan,
Great interview.
And we learned that you are a triple cheeseburger guy at McDonald's.
Yeah, I like that.
Four times a week, you said?
Yeah, I mean, that's just my spot, right? It's right down the road. It costs, $4.32 to make that happen.
Of course, he knows the exact
And I'm
amount.
that guy. You know what I mean? I got no
You're
problem.
you're the reason why that burger is still at McDonald's.
Listen.
Might be.
It's not on the menu anymore. I don't think it used to be on the menu.
The Daily Double had me for a while. I was enjoying that.
You got to
but,
get McDonald's to sponsor Tyson.
Yeah, listen, I am a McDonald's loving dude, man. Always been like that too. I think it's just a part of growing up poor in Jefferson County. Is McDonald's was a go-to, and it remains the same for me.
I actually went and got a triple cheeseburger after our interview, and I'll be honest, the bun to meat ratio was a lot.
Really?
I might be the McDouble. It might be the better ratio.
Yeah,
there.
the McDouble only has one piece of cheese.
That's why you get double cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger too.
Double cheeseburger, it may be like 50 cents more,
realize that
but
means double the burger, not double the cheese.
no, double cheeseburger with a
The McDouble only has one slice of cheese.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a double cheeseburger and a McDouble.
Yeah.
It's that slice of cheese
Yeah.
that is vital. But to me, listen, guys, let's just put this out there. If normal people are cool with the double cheeseburger, the beast needs at least a triple cheeseburger, right? But
That's
to me,
true.
it's just that perfect situation. You can't do a Dave's triple; it's just way too much. A Dave's double is about the equivalent of the triple cheeseburger. The thing about McDonald's food is as soon as I put it in my mouth, it's like cotton candy.
It really is. It's like mush.
It's gone before it even hits my stomach. So I love a triple cheeseburger.
All right.
McDonald's, give me a call right now. As you can tell, Walter Hagen got a hold of me last week. McDonald's this week.
There you go. How's it feel to be the father of the NCAA across all divisions touchdown king?
Absolute. I wish I could somehow put it into words. Super impossible to do. Proudest. I don't know. I think that's got to be in the top 5 greatest sports awards or sports records or whatever you could ever have. So, to avoid me crying, I cannot tell you exactly how I feel.
Now, the real question is, did you shed any tears on Saturday?
I did not. Saturday was interesting, man. I was filled with a lot of anxiety driving up there. We hit the exit there at 12 o'clock, and it's raining like crazy.
Yeah.
It was like Millersville wave of rain came
From
over
last
there.
year?
Yes.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
And then slowly but surely it all started working out. And then, in my opinion, I have never seen Shepherd play that well against an opponent that is that good.
Yeah.
I have seen us blow out the Lock Havens of the world, but I have never seen Shepherd with a Couchtown Cal, Shippensburg IUP type situation. That 42-point, in the middle of the third quarter, man, that's special. And for anyone to think that we couldn't have lit them guys up, like we could have scored 10 touchdowns on them.
Hey, you got to tell your fan base that you're on live TV and radio.
100%.
Yeah, I was
It's
floored.
McDonald's. It's a California number.
Yeah, I was floored by how bad IUP played. Honestly, I think they should be ashamed of themselves.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Right, and I just took all that as to how good we played and
Yeah.
how astonished that I was, and how just amazing. And listen, we are the underdog this week. There is no doubt about it, right? It wouldn't matter what happened. The SR1 is going into this thing as the underdog, and everyone knows it. The Mons team, traditionally, we wouldn't have been such an underdog. But because of their schedule selection and them defending that second loss and playing that first team so unbelievable, I know we're the dog, no problem. The country knows it. But listen, the Shepherd fan base now has a glimmer of hope. Okay?
Yeah.
And us playing like that is different.
Yes.
Okay? And I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen.
You get the plane ticket booked yet?
I am all booked, man. I was
There
booked
you go.
immediately, and the whole family is gone. So the Beverly Hillbillies will be in Denver, landing about 3 o'clock. I have about 45 arm wrestling buddies that are going to be at the airport. We have a practice on Friday night at my buddy's house in Brighton. And then, 45 of us will be deep at Colorado School of Mines. A bunch of amateur and pro arm wrestlers will be there watching Tyson. They've all been waiting. I had people at Angelo State. I had people in West Florida. I had people, of course, in Michigan. All of them were waiting to see where the seating was going. So Denver's a great place for the Beast. I've been there 25 times, hosted big arm wrestling tournaments there. It's whenever you have an arm wrestling event you want to converge in the middle of the country, it's always Dallas, Kansas City, and Denver are the big hubs. So I love Denver. I have a few appointments with some really super high-powered football people out in Denver. So I'm going to get wined and dined. I've already got invited to the Nuggets game on Saturday night.
Wow.
And we're in the suite area. So, just a lot of great things. Listen, how do I tell you guys this? But this is the way that I roll whenever I go out of town anyway. So it just so happens that Denver is a huge Travis Bajan friendly place. So all my boys have kicked in, and my one buddy got us an Airbnb with a big 3-bedroom with all the stuff. So the whole family's gone, and
might want to tell the football team out there to bring their scouts there.
Yeah,
because it looks like they need another quarterback.
I believe that the Denver Broncos will be.
They sure do.
Yeah, the Denver Broncos will be in full tilt at the game. So not only them, I think a lot of people are going to be at the game.
Oh yeah,
Tyson's really starting. Especially after the podcast. I think that we're starting that momentum, and there's some super intrigue around Tyson. So I know the Denver Broncos will be there, and probably a few other teams.
Tyson would have to have a pretty big house to have more bathrooms than touchdown passes, like Russell Wilson.
No doubt. Hey, listen. If you are a football fan, you can look at this Russell Wilson thing and be like hypercritical, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as your son is a quarterback, all you do is think about if you say something about Russell Wilson or you say something about Russell Wilson, I think about you guys saying that about Tyson once he throws his 7th interception of the game, right? Because it seems that playing quarterback is hard.
7th interception of the game.
I'm just saying there seems to be. Well, maybe not at Shepherd.
He's giving you a look.
I believe that there are really bad days that happen to really good quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's fair.
And you see that where, Aaron Rodgers throws for 82 yards and, and then this whole thing with Russell Wilson, and then you see the Jets quarterback, and it just, I'm just imagining that if we have any of those days, if we're fortunate enough to have any of those days, that I can,
live through it without
and just
going off.
Just maybe know when it's time to just remove myself from the situation, because you have to treat NFL football like a business, because if you go into that like love and passion thing, it just seems to be too much of a coin toss week in and week out. And then the danger of playing football in the NFL, like never has it been more apparent, right?
Yeah.
These quarterbacks are gone. 2 quarterbacks gone on the same team. You got third-string quarterbacks everywhere. There are quarterbacks playing that I didn't know played football. Are you guys ran into that yet, where you're watching
Purdy guy?
Bryce? Well, now the thing about it's Bryce Purdy, right?
Yeah,
Brock
is. So the thing about Brock is he was coached at Iowa State by Joe Gordon, who is one of the ex-quarterbacks at Shepherd. Maybe the ex-quarterback at Shepherd that most kind of has the attributes that Tyson does, from that cool, calm kind of a guy. And Joel coached at Shepherd, and everyone that either played with Joel or coached him or coached with him says what a magnificent human being he is. So Derek Gallagher, who is a good friend of Tyson's, whenever he's the last 3 or 4 years is home, it's always Derek kind of nudging Joel, saying, yo, Tyson's better than Brock Purdy, right? And Joel saying, with big eyes, like, I don't know, Brock Purdy's an NFL quarterback. So I think that Brock is a beast, and I thought it was amazing to see him come in like that. And it really gives me hope that, Tyson could possibly be that good, get drafted, whether it's the 6th round, 7th round, whatever it is, and then actually before the end of next year, we would actually see him in the game. I mean, can you imagine if that was Tyson last night that took Brock's place.
How nervous would you be?
I mean, nervous, and then also the amazing turnout.
Yeah.
Man, because listen, it's important to play on a good team. If you're playing on a good team, it's easier to play quarterback. When that team starts struggling, man, that quarterback is it's going to get all the blame, and it's really tough.
So I'd love to see Tyson throwing the ball to McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and Kittle. Man.
It would just be so, and it's so crazy, too, because I believe that us four sitting here now, living the life that we are living, in the environment that we're living, getting the feedback that we're getting, we actually think that there's a chance that this is going to happen, which is crazy if you really think about it.
Yes.
Not that it's NFL, but that it's quarterback. That whole quarterback thing is a different beast, right? Don't ever let someone tell you that professional athletes are professional athletes. The quarterback is different, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you think about this comparison? Nick, back in the studio, does play-by-play for the games. You know Nick.
Of course.
He said Tyson
Nick
and
Berzolini.
Yes, Tyson and Brian remind me of Holmes and Kelsey on the field skill set.
Well, listen. First of all, that is an amazing statement. And if he wouldn't have put B-Walk in there, I would have believed him for a second, but I just think he's going crazy over here. My God. My goodness. I mean, I could see where you could think Mahomes was close to Tyson. That's one thing. But putting B-Walk right there behind the greatest tight end in the world, I mean, come on, man. B-Walk's like more of a Kittles guy, all right? More of a what's the other dude? Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, but not quite
Still not
a
bad.
Travis Kelce guy.
All right, let's
Nick, we appreciate it. Nick, can I get a comparison of me as a human being? Because I'm sure if you got them two at that level, who do you think I am?
We'll have to step aside, take a 3-minute break so that Nick can decide that similarity there.
LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball.
Don't go anywhere. We're back in 3 minutes on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 for more Monday Night Mayhem.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
WVU Medicine is pleased to announce the relocation of our Berkeley Medical Center outpatient rehabilitation services to 1002 Tavern Road. This move gives Martinsburg Physical Therapy and Rehabilitation more room, more convenient parking, and a covered drive-up, drop-off area. WVU Medicine will continue to offer physical, occupational, and speech therapies for both adult and pediatric patients, as well as specialized services. For more info on this new location and services provided there, call 304-264-1214.
Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night. Thursday is steak night. Fridays are dinner specials. Saturdays there's live music. And Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
To the Neon Moon Tavern at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg for the final segment of Monday Night Mayhem for the night. Only 2 more weeks of the show, which is crazy to think about how fast it's gone. But let's get right into our final segment. $7,000 on the line tonight for anybody that can beat the Beast in arm wrestling. And at $7,000 this week, 500 of it, Beast. We got D-Brew back.
Here's the deal. I've never been more disappointed than I have in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. I know for a fact a lot of y'all talk trash about this whole arm wrestling thing. $7,000 we got on the line. Every week I'm sitting here, and I can't find one dude. Not one dude. And I know you watching the show. I know that you know that guy who has been telling you that he could beat the Beast. But here's the deal. I am the greatest athlete in the history of West Virginia, maybe in North America. And now all I keep hearing is about football this, football that. This is not about football. This is about arm wrestling. Every one of you knows what arm wrestling is at some capacity. The only reason you actually stopped arm wrestling is because you lost. And a couple people that beat you told you they never lost and that they could beat the Beast. Has anyone ever told you two they could beat the Beast?
No.
Don't lie. These guys don't hang around with tough guys. D-Brew, you've heard it before, right, D-Brew? No, D-Brew has not heard it either.
Shots have been fired at the community.
I mean, here's the deal. The fact is this is 12, 13 weeks of me sitting right here begging you guys to come get this money. The last $500 is right here tonight. Dylan, sorry about the animosity here, but listen, you got to understand how tough it is to be me. Okay, Dylan? Dylan Brewer, Next Level Auto Detailing. That's the business today. $500 Dylan has given to the Beast. The Beast is supposed to keep all the money in the pot, but I spend it every week. You know why? Because I know none of you chumps are coming to get some. Dylan, tell us about Next Level Detailing, how long you've been open, and you know what you can provide to the community here in Martinsburg.
Hey, thanks, Travis, for having me on. I appreciate you, buddy. So I graduated from Martinsburg High School, went to Shepherd, played football, graduated from there. I went off and I worked at Heffley Motor Company for about 3.5, 4 years. And I left and I became a teacher, and I started my own business doing mobile detailing. So what that means is I come to your house directly. So a lot of different detailing companies, you go and you drop it off at their garage, boom, you're without your car all day. All right, so I pull up right directly to your house. All I need is an electrical outlet and then a water spout to hook my hose up to. How convenient is that? To do a full detail. Inside, outside, interiors, exteriors. We also do other services like headlight restoration. You got those cloudy lenses on your front lights. Also, too, paint restorations, deep scratches, chalky paint, anything. We cover all.
Spencer, that means you.
So,
deep scratches.
Yes, yeah, knocking out those blemishes. You can contact me, 703-786-6250. You can call me, text me, leave me a voicemail, anything. I come directly to you. We keep it convenient, best in the area. So.
And listen, we got 1,500 people watching the show every single week. If you're a Martinsburg Bulldog, listen, this dude's a Martinsburg Bulldog. If you're a Shepherd Ram, ladies and gentlemen, this guy has 99 catches as a Shepherd Ram. One of the greatest seasons in the history of Shepherd University. Listen, if you're getting your car detailed and you don't call Dylan Brewer, something's wrong with you. You got it? And also, too, is that Jamie? Who is that? Is that the tight end Jamie Deason I've seen in here?
Yes, that is.
Well, you know what? I don't know if you noticed, but he's been eyeballing me for 3 weeks now. That man, Jamie Deason, has been eyeballing me for 3 weeks, and I heard him just whisper to somebody, "Is it really $7,000?" Deason, for you, it's $1 million, my man. You can own the Neon Moon if you could somehow do something with this guy who has a brand new, what does that say? Walter Hager, right? Sponsorship.
Hey, you know he locked down Matt Judon, right?
I do know the legend of Jamie Deason, but listen, Dylan, you can't walk in here and keep eyeballing me like that, all right? Without every once in a while, I will pop off. All right? You guys got any questions for Mr. Brewer here? What we got?
What are you singing in karaoke tonight, Dylan?
Hey, secret.
Oh.
Right. Can't let it out the box, man. It's nice when I turn that first tune on and it starts playing. Everybody's like, oh.
For those that haven't shown up yet for some dumb reason, why should they come to the Neon Moon Tavern?
So you know what I was sitting at today when I left school? I was really excited. I was like, man, karaoke night. I need to start my own band. What do you think?
I don't know if you need to start your own band. However, I do think that mobile karaoke.
Oh.
What if you karaoke'd and serenaded these people either before or after the detail and service? Because I'm telling you,
Hey, we'll talk after.
the first few weeks, Dylan wasn't here, and the karaoke was kind of whack. Now that you are the official, I guess, the VJ of the karaoke, since we have a DJ here, right?
Okay.
But I'm telling you, if I'm you, I'm picking that lady's brain. I'm finding out what the speaker system, the little laptop there.
Get the edge.
Hey, listen, next level karaoke and detailing. Right here, Dylan Brewer. So let's talk about professional football. What do we got tonight?
Tonight, it's the Saints and the Buccaneers.
The Saints and the Buccaneers.
In Tampa Bay, Tom Brady trying to keep his team on top of the division. And it's hard to bet against Tom Brady, obviously, right? Greatest of all time.
Most years it is.
It's going to be
Yeah.
an entertaining game. Every game that he's played on the field this year, every game has been a tight one. So tonight, I think.
But on the other end, I feel like, in my opinion, it's tough to pick against the Saints because in the regular season, out of the 8 meetings in recent history,
yeah,
the Saints have won 7 of the past 8, 4 of the last 5 since Tom Brady's been there in 2020.
Only matters in the playoffs.
And what is
and
the
the Buccaneers
deal?
did win when they met in the playoffs.
What's the deal? Who's playing quarterback for the Saints?
Say, how many of those were Drew Brees? And how many of those were someone like Jameis Winston or Andy Dalton? Andy Dalton is the definition of the most mid quarterback that has ever lived. And I think
that's a great example, a mid quarterback. And you know what? It shows you that it's not the quarterback. It's the quarterback that's on the best team gets to be the man, right? And then the quarterback that's on the losing team he needs to be replaced.
So if you want to make that argument,
Yeah.
you could look at Geno Smith. So is it the team is just that good and he fits in the system, or is he just that good? So that's how you
I
gotta
think
look at
that
it.
he is good enough, like most quarterbacks, to play on a good team. And I think that the quarterbacks that can play on a bad team and not lose their job are the 10 aliens I like to talk about.
All right, we got
that
2
walk
minutes
this
left,
earth.
Beast. He's
2
going up
minutes
against tonight, man.
All right, well, listen, I
You got
want
in here.
D-Brew. Can you get your man Decent over here? Because I can already tell. Tice, can you get Decent over here? With he's going to participate in the arm wrestling thing.
Hey, thank you, fellas.
Hey, Dylan Brewer, thanks for having us. Thanks for the $500. Hopefully I don't lose it all to Mr. Decent right now. All right, Jamie, get on over here.
Another Cowboys fan on the show? I think this is a new record
that's one
this
thing
week.
I kind of like. All right, will this thing fit here? All right. Is you a righty or a lefty, young man?
I'm a righty, sir.
Right-handed.
So while you get set up, again, just introduce yourself before Travis here shows you how it's done.
Take this right here.
Jamie Deason played football here at Shepherd 2013, 2016, 2015 National Championship runner-up, 2016 Final Four.
Right, so, hey, listen, the fact is, Jamie, you ain't this thing that they're going through now ain't no big deal for you. This was 2 years, right, for you, or 1?
2.
2 years you went.
Yes, sir. No, it's
to the semis, 2 years.
Oh man, but it couldn't make me more proud seeing the guys keep the culture going and keep the
I like it. What?
Expectations high.
I love it. So tell me, who is the best player you ever played against at Shepherd University?
Wow, that's a really good question. Probably, Matthew Judon.
Matthew Judon. Well, let me tell you something. Matthew Judon, he don't have a chance to beat me at arm wrestling either, Jamie. Put that right elbow down here. Boom. The left hand, we're going to put right on here. The best thing for you to take that right leg, put it underneath here so much that your waist is touching the table. Oh, now you look like a beast. Elbow out in front. We're going
on the radio side, we'll be switching over to Monday Night Football as the Saints take on the Buccaneers, and on the TV10 side, we'll have the replay of the regional championship.
Now look at me, Jamie. Just relax. Hey, relax that little bicep. We don't want that thing to break. Just come on over. Relax, Jamie. Listen. Hey, relax. Tight end. I would never lose to a tight end. Come on over here. Ladies and gentlemen, give it. Are we off? Nice. Are you the man? Appreciate you.